I'm just curious, is Gennady Golovkin back in training for his next fight?
Yes, he is.
How is that going?
Going well.
You know, it seems like he's so busy with his fights that he spends more time in training than he does back home, you know? Is that...
Chris, last year when he had 5 fights, he spent 12 months in training. 10 months out of 12 months in camp.
Wow. What... How do you make sure that he doesn't get burnt out, you know, physically or mentally from that kind of busy schedule?
I make sure that he does nothing when he goes home. He does nothing, no kind of training. He spends the time with his family, so that when he comes back to camp, he comes back just to work because he's refreshed for that month that he had off.
Okay, now you're fighting that, you know, your next opponent. What do you personally know about him? What are your thoughts on this upcoming test?
I saw him fight the Gio fight. I guess that was about a year and a half ago. He went 12 rounds, gave Daniel a difficult fight. So we're expecting somebody who's going to come in prepared and not. I don't think he's at the top echelon of the middleweights, but he's a spoiler type. He's the kind of guy that comes in shape and comes to work, and we better be ready. Okay.
Now, what personally, what would you like in 2014 for Gennady? What would be a good year? What are your goals this year?
I would really like for some of the other guys, some of the other top middleweights to step up and kind of thin out the top tier of the middleweights, and that way we can, if he does that and he's successful, then we can either make the choices of going down or going up and find some of the other bigger names. Okay.
Andre Ward, you know, that name is always mentioned. What do you think that could be a reality? How closer do you think that fight could become to being a reality?
I think that next year is the end of next year is more of a reality. At the beginning of the year, I think we still have some unfinished business at the middleweight. There's still those names like Sturm and Martinez, if he decides to come back up, Quillen, that people still want him to fight. So I would like to exhaust those possibilities and then go from there.
Okay. How is Gennady looking in training? Like, I know the fight's a little bit a ways, but how is he physically? I know he came into camp last time already in nice shape. How is he looking?
Well, he came in at 167 this time. You know, it's a matter of going through the process of getting in big bear shape, because it takes a little while to get that kind of shape in to be ready to start the real work. But he's fine. He's been here 2 weeks, I think, and he's doing fine. And
to those who don't know you, can you tell me a little bit about your philosophies as a coach? You've always told me in the past you like to focus maybe on, you know, power and strength. Just tell me a little bit more about your techniques and how you train.
Well, I like to have a fighter that is a crowd pleaser. Obviously, we don't want the guy that's going to go in there and just go bombs out and try to trade shot for shot, but I want a guy to be able to please the audience that's paying good money to see us fight.
Okay.
I usually have my guys in camp for about 8 weeks. The first 4 weeks are strength and conditioning. The last 4 weeks we usually do the sparring and a little light conditioning and strength and conditioning. But we focus on power. We focus on aggressive defense. We focus on going out and trying to give the crowd their money's worth.
And, you know, up in the Big Bear Mountain, if a fighter's in your camp, there's not a whole lot else to do outside of training. Do you think that gives you kind of the benefit, the fact that they have to be in a secluded place like that?
You know, it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. Okay. The advantage, obviously, is that they are secluded and they're able to concentrate on what the task is in front of them. But on the other hand, too, they're away from their families. They're like this particular time being Christmas time, being the holidays, they are away from their families. So it's going to be difficult. But they understand, and I'm going to make sure that they understand that this period of time in their careers is very short. We only stay at this level for a short point of time, and when it's over,